Come and brew with us. This is RNG Tea with Christine Kooky Solis and Sarah Skopic.
It's locked.
With your random sips of life and gaming.
Hello. Again, this is RNG Tea. I'm Christine Solis, aka Cookie, and I'm joined by Sarah Skopic. How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm hanging in there. I don't know where I was going with that. I was about to sing Oklahoma from the musical Oklahoma.
Sounded like
I don't know about that.
And we're also joined by producer Lloid.
My fucking eyes are going fucking crazy.
You're gonna love it. If you don't know, we stream our episodes live on twitch.tv/RNGNT, and Lloyd actually has his camera on, but as a VTuber, and his eyes are definitely wonky. I just can't stop staring at it.
See, the problem is if you've seen real VTubers, their eyes still get messed up. So it's not. It's just kind of how the program works, I think. So,
yes. Anyway, thank you all for joining us at twitch.tv/RNGNT. If you are in here right now, we have Omega Volta, the Pelican, of course. Chex, welcome back, y'all. Yes, it's 2021. Thank you. And Charles. And that's it, because we usually stream this at the last Friday of each month, but I'm busy tomorrow for Friday. I think, Sarah, you have something going on tomorrow? Saturday.
So.
And all of us have something on Sunday, so.
Yes. But
Thursday.
Yes. So Thursday today. I know it's just out of the blue, but that's okay. No worries. We'll get the podcast up tomorrow. Promise.
For someday.
Crossing testicles.
Okay, Saturday. We'll get the podcast up by Saturday, as well as last month. Because I have not posted last month's podcast, so you get double the podcast on Saturday.
Oh no. Okay. It's okay.
We have been
holiday
busy.
Season.
So sorry. Shelly, how are you doing? Yes, if you are watching on twitch.tv/RNGTV, Lloyd has his VTuber, and he is in C. In Final Fantasy 11. Final Fantasy 11 C.
14 doesn't have anything this cool.
I know, right?
Altui. There's an AIE. It is all the vowels. Wait, hold on.
It's French.
It is not French. I have seen Final Fantasy 11's French, and dear sir, I am offended. Their French is so bad, and I love it and hate it so much.
The French just add fucking vowels to everything, and it's we.
Not like
and it's
that.
We is you, O, something else.
O-U-I is we, which means yes. Listen, if you want to know...
there's no fucking W in that. If you
want to see a ridiculous word, oiseau, which means bird, is spelled O-I-S-E-A-U-X. So you can be mad about that.
Yeah, fuck the French language.
Oh, man. Anyway, that word's not French, so I took 5 years of French. I should know. I'm not fluent at all. Don't ask me to speak it. I just know that's not French.
Oh, boy. But yes, we obviously read the Twitch chat. I don't know how that happened, but yes. Happy 2021. Obviously, it's coming out to be very, very busy for us. I know we haven't been around, but leave us a review. We haven't gotten any reviews. I've checked. I know you've been busy during the holiday season, but...
Why do our viewers hate us?
I know.
They hate us. They don't leave us reviews. They must hate us.
And they didn't even hear the reverse psychology that we did last time that I had to edit in. So they couldn't even get lambasted to review us.
Whoops, that was last month, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh well. We'll get to it. Anyway, happy 2021. Happy New Year. Hopefully it'll be another great year for RNGNT. Updates on the, what do you call it? Rolling in Stress. It's been a while. Obviously, we skipped last month because we've had long holiday. Everyone was like everywhere, travel the world, and
all over the place.
It's crazy. But there will be a Alien in Stress this Sunday. So if you are here watching at twitch.tv/RNG Tea, we hope we see you on Sunday as well. Same time, right?
Yep, I believe so.
Cool. Same time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Or I'm sorry, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Yes. Okay. Cool.
8:30 Eastern.
Yes. Thank you.
7:30 Central.
Oh yeah, we can't forget about your time zone.
Well, I'm in Mountain Time.
Okay. So what's
6:30?
Oh, 6:30. Okay. Dang, time zones. Why do we have it? Anyway.
Same time for everybody. You just have to get used to that. Some of you eat dinner at 6 o'clock and some of you eat dinner at 4 o'clock. Anyway.
Yeah, true. Anyway, obviously, again, we've been busy. I've had work. The reason why I haven't been around or haven't posted anything is because the last 10 weeks I've been training a class, and the class is in Costa Rica, and they start at 7 a.m., so I have to start at 5 a.m. my time. So, because of the early wake up, I'm basically sleeping early and having naps during the day, because that's way too early for me. Yeah, so sorry about that. Sarah, what have you been up to?
Work as well. I'm in a position to actually start transitioning. I'm actually going to be taking on a little bit more work because I'll be transitioning to a new workplace, hopefully by the summer. So that's been good. But otherwise, I got a new puppy, so that's been kind of a big thing. I will bring her here probably later on, maybe in our after talk or something like that. Part of the episode. Yeah. She's a cute. Yes, her name is Luna. She is a Cairn Terrier. My wife's family breeds them, so they let us have kind of like a discount price one of the puppies. Honestly, she's very mild mannered, I would say. I have had some very eccentric dogs in my time, so comparatively she's quite mild mannered. The problem is just with how our household works, trying to get her to be potty trained has been a bit of an issue. But yes, puppy is very cute. I've been posting pictures of her, and so is Callie, like all over our Twitter. So if you haven't seen the pictures yet, just scroll through one of our tweets. You'll find her. I have made her enjoy me carrying her, so she just kind of accepts that this is a thing I do now. So she looks cute.
That's so adorable.
Yeah. So
is it really like having another child or having a child in the house?
I in high school I started getting used to having dogs in the house, so like I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. Kind of, insofar as you're like, oh yeah, I can't just kind of like rest in the couch, or like we can't stay here for hours on end playing 14. We need to like go out and make sure she's okay, kind of thing.
Oh, good.
She can't really be out of her pen, for long periods of time, by herself yet. So, in that respect, yes, I would say thankfully the days of being woken up by her only lasted for 2 days. I was a wreck because it happened on a work night when it was bad, but we managed, and she's sleeping through the night, so that's good. Yeah, that's good.
So work, puppy. Lloyd, what about you?
Well, I do commissions for people, brand designing for their Twitch, so I had like 5 of those come in over the month.
Nice.
And then working on relaunching RNG PC for February, getting all their shit squared away. So I've been working like on different projects other than RNG and Tea, which kind of sucks, but gotta make money.
We need to make more content and have him do more RNG and Tea stuff, but we have to pay you, so.
I know. We have to start making money. Consistent.
Gotta start pimping you two out. No.
Right. Yeah, those are the updates. Otherwise, wear a fucking mask while you're out there, by the way. I know we have the COVID vaccine out. Get it when you can. It's not meant to make you immune. It'll help you fight it. So, but still wear a mask because, my dad just got affected by COVID. So,
yeah, I'm so sorry.
How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing okay. I texted him today and he hasn't responded today, so I don't know what's going on. I just know he's in isolation.
Okay.
So he's just recovering one day at a
He's
time.
not at the hospital,
Mm-mm.
right?
He's out.
Okay.
Yep. Get a mask. I'm supposed to be able to get actually access to the vaccine because I'm considered a healthcare worker. But I haven't been able to get in my county yet. I live in a different county than I work in technically, and so I'm basically trying to figure out which county can get me the vaccine first. So I will post about that once I can finally get it.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, was there someone screaming outside for you, Sarah?
My brother making a loud noise. I can tell him
Okay.
to shut up.
Go beat him with a stick.
I was like, I hear something. I'm like, who's yelling?
It's probably. I mean, the problem is I'm just so used to it. Like, I hear him yell when he's at work, and I get paranoid. Luckily, the microphone on my laptop for my work must not be that sensitive because my clients never hear him. But I'm like always paranoid that they're gonna hear it because he's so loud during the workday. So
Yeah.
I'm just
It
like,
sounded like a home invasion there for a
It
second. I'm
did.
like,
I was
shit.
like, are you okay?
You need to leave?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. I think he just like me, he laughs very loudly. If you think I'm loud, you haven't tried to record with him, which is what I used to do. We used to have back when I had my stereoscopic YouTube, you can still see it. We still have YouTube videos, but we used to have a show together called Baby Hands because we have tiny hands. And we'd play games together. I'm not joking. You can look this up, guys. It's still on YouTube.
Baby hands. All right.
I don't know if you've ever seen so I have tiny hands. That's nothing new, but his hands are not much bigger than mine.
That says a lot about him.
More than he might want.
Hey, back to the vaccine.
Yes.
Heartslot's getting hers tomorrow.
I'm glad you're getting it.
Chile says the UK government wants to ignore the experts about the vaccine and making people wait between the two shots that the first one will be less effective.
What is going on in the UK? I'm so sorry, but I feel like I want to live there even less than the US right now.
They went through the same thing we did with like Trumpism and shit like that.
Yeah.
So they're still dealing with it. I feel for you, Chile, but yeah. Your conservatives over there are dumber. Well, not dumber than our conservatives, but just as dumb.
Yeah, they're awful. Ugh. Anyway. Moving forward.
So tomorrow's Friday. Probably the reason why we are skipping the podcast tomorrow is because WandaVision's out. I'm just kidding.
I watched it before. I would have watched it before the podcast. Have you guys seen WandaVision?
Yes.
Nope.
Wait, Lloyd, really?
I don't have a Disney Plus.
have Disney
I'm not
Plus.
gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for that.
Pelly, do we have to make a profile for Lloyd?
Okay.
WandaVision is so good. Like, oh. I think
Twist my arm.
it's so good though. I love WandaVision. I've loved what I've seen so far, and I can't wait to see more. I'm just so pumped for it.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see. I love how we can't talk about it because Lloyd hasn't seen it.
Lloyd!
I don't care about spoilers. I can
It's
plug my ears.
No.
No, we can't. It's just really good, and it's super different from like any Marvel thing they've done yet. And it's also really great that we finally get to see Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen like actually act. And I just love every minute of it. And I honestly, the haters online make me really mad. I don't mind if people, it's not their thing. That's totally fine. But I think the weirdest criticism is how people are mad that like it's a slow build.
Mhm.
And I'm like, it's a TV show. What were you expecting?
Right? They probably haven't watched like Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. So.
Yeah, kids these days don't know anything about patience. Back in my day, it took 5 episodes or the whole season to even get to the point where they defeated Frieza.
These are the same people who love Game of Thrones. That was a slow build for
Exactly.
like 9 seasons.
Exactly. And with no payoff. Oop, I said it. Okay.
But yes, go watch WandaVision. Lloyd will get you a profile for Disney Plus so you can watch it. Like I'm just watching his VTuber's face, and it just looks so.
I love how happy he looks.
I know.
Thank you.
This is like the best decision we have ever made for this show. Can I just say?
Yeah, so I can have bug eyes and just like.
Yes. This is the best.
I love
I'm
it.
so
My
happy.
eyes are freaking out worse than when I was streaming, I think.
I don't know, not right now. You constantly always have like the left eye slightly
Yeah,
closed.
just a little. I was looking like a pirate.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that at all.
So funny. The thing is that like I've seen other VTubers because my brother's forced me to. My brother's gotten my wife Callie into them now. Now she has a favorite VTuber, and I'm the only one that's like, hey, maybe we don't have to watch 30, 100 minutes of this. Anyway, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I'm just a little tired.
I better be your favorite VTuber.
You are currently my favorite VTuber.
Damn right.
Sunny is in chat and says, Lloyd, are you going to have it for the Alien game going forward? These are important questions. I need to know if Dr. Stein is going to be kawaii desu.
Kawaii desu. Kawaii desu.
Yes, I will be using the VTuber model in our Alien campaign from here on out.
That makes me so happy.
You better have a background of like Alien like behind you or something.
Yeah, I can find something like that. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yes. In a spaceship. Okay.
But it's gonna suck because the fucking Roll20 camera capture is so goddamn small.
Yeah. Hopefully at least can get to your face.
But yeah, I've used it for like Robbie's campaign, and I'm like, I really don't want to like advertise this on other people's channels, so I'm really reserving it just for our channel. So
That's fair.
That's fair.
Anyway, we're still on updates, guys. We haven't moved on.
I know this is gonna be a really long-winded podcast
Oh
where
my
we just
God.
talk about random shit because we just haven't talked to each other in so long.
I know, right? Like not even in Discord. Like we've been so busy, we haven't talked to each other. Period. So
Yeah.
Thomas, get out of my things.
Oh, mommy, you have chicken down there.
Anyway, so I put if you are in the Discord, yes, it has been quiet. We apologize, but we did have to post something in the top 500. As you know, top 500 was a channel dedicated to our dear friend Wyleeum, who passed away last year. And something went viral in the Final Fantasy XIV community. If someone wants to read off what it says or what happened.
Do you want me to read off the tweet or the conversation?
The conversation.
Okay, conversation. So there's a person who was trying to buy a house, which we all know is the worst thing ever in 14. I can attest to this personally. I've been personally victimized by FF14's housing structure. Anyway, and so someone was, I'm just going to read it briefly, but someone messaged him and said, good morning. I realize you don't know me and you're probably AFK, but I want to tell you something about your house plot you obtained this morning. Congratulations, by the way. He goes, oh, hi, thank you. Do you tend to stay there or are you just securing a home? I plan staying there. I actually relocated to that spot. Okay, well, do you have a moment? I'd like to share something with you if I may. I love the goblet, and that's a spot I like a lot. I suppose so. The person who owned that plot before you, his name was Wyleeum. He was a kind and generous and very loving warrior of light, and he was very special to myself and my entire free company. He passed away in May, so that spot specifically holds a special meaning to all of us. May I send you something to place in your home in his honor? Absolutely. I really appreciate that. It's a very special home, and it's a very nice location. I do hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for your kindness in this. And the picture's in our Discord channel, but it's a little basket. I don't know if there's flowers or something specific, but very a special basket of kind of light blue, white flowers that is in the home. And we have photo proof of it. So it was super cool. It's very touching. It's kind of, we all kind of knew this was going to be coming because when a house isn't being used after like X amount of days or something, it has to go up for sale. So it's just kind of cool that we were able to kind of continue the memory to live on. So very touching.
Very touching. Who cried? Seriously, who cried?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it was very, very touching. So, Hats off to Wyleeum. Because of that, we've actually had a couple more comments come in on our YouTube video of the of our Wyleeum memorial, which is on YouTube again.
Yes.
So it was nice to see that everyone still, shares that love for Wyleeum, as well as having that Final Fantasy XIV community come all together. So that was very, very sweet. Okay, so next up in our monthly news, we've got a few going on here because it's been a busy new year.
Yes, it's been every day something new.
Yes. So the most recent one was Kevin Hart officially joins the cast of the Borderlands movie as Roland, so the main tough guy or main guy. Kate Blanchett is going to be Lilith.
That's cool.
I'm just a little worried. Is this going to be a CGI? Is it going to be comedy because it's Kevin Hart, but I can't see Kevin Hart as a Roland character, so that's really weird to me. And who's going to be Brick?
Yeah, because Roland's really straight-laced, doesn't really fuck around, and and he dies. So spoiler alert. Or are they going to be true to the games, or are they going to offshoot into something different?
I have no idea. Because it's Kevin Hart. There has to be comedy in Kevin Hart,
Has to be. Yeah, I have never seen him in anything but comedy, so I don't... I don't know Borderlands very well. Is the Roland character is very serious?
He has some funny moments, but he's more serious comedy, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's more situational, he beats the shit out of something in a funny way.
Okay.
But for the most part, in the game, he's kidnapped and he helps you storm something, and then Handsome Jack fucking stabs him.
That's the second one.
That's his character arc.
He
wasn't in the first one.
Right. Handsome Jack is not in the first one. It's all about Guardian Angel. Gotcha. While they all get into the vault. And it's Roland, Lilith, Brick, and Mordecai.
Oh, so it's a prequel to the second game, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the first game, right?
Yep. Yeah, the first game, Borderlands.
Sorry, you called it a prequel to the second game. Isn't it just the first game?
But I thought Roland was... Yeah, I guess Roland is in the first one. I was thinking he was in the second one as something else. Never mind.
Second one,
fucking
That's
stupid. Holy shit. I played all fucking 4 of these games. And fuck.
I think you need to replay Borderlands just to know the story.
But that's the worst one to play.
At least for now, yeah, because it's the older. Yeah, it's just a little bit hard to play. Any older games is hard to play when you try to go back into it. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah, almost everyone.
Certain ones, the 3D ones are a little harder, especially with Borderlands and their old fucking style bullshit. It doesn't really appeal to me much.
Yeah. Either way, I don't know how it's going to be because, is it going to be live action or is it going to be CGI? How is this going to be? I guess we'll find out.
Waiting for screenshots.
Because I know Roland is not as short as Kevin Hart.
They put him in fucking stilts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be so weird. Also, recently, Xbox Live changed their gold pricing.
Or tried to.
As of January 21st, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they said the 1 month will be $10.99, 3 months would be $29.99, and 6 months would be $59.99, which is basically doubling the original price. The same day at 8:52, they said, "We messed up today, and you were right to let us know." As a result, we have decided not to change Xbox Live Gold pricing. So that was I don't know why.
That was a very short-lived thing. Yeah, I was genuinely shocked when I saw the tweet later that day and was like, oh, okay. I knew there was backlash, but I didn't realize that it was enough to make them change their pricing.
Yeah, from $60 for 1 year to $60 for half a year. That's a lot. That's $120 per year.
Yeah, it's significant for sure. It's a significant change. I was just genuinely surprised.
Yeah, you got to offer a lot more to your service instead of we're just going to raise the price. Kind of like what they did with the PC Game Pass where it went from $5.99 to $9.99 and pissed me off.
But there's nothing to play. Oh well. Oh, it's a good thing that none of us played Xbox, so for sure. Well, it's a Trash Panda. Been a while. Also, let's see. Tom Nook was voted best video game villain of 2020. We already know why.
Yes, that's the best.
For sure. ColourPop just came out with their Animal Crossing makeup palettes, so I just bought 2 of them. So I'm waiting for that to come in. I know I had to. And then we also got 2 new games coming out or announced. We got Resident Evil Village with the release date of May 7th of this year, which is going to be a sequel to Resident Evil 8. I only watched a trailer. Did I say 8 or 7?
You said it was a sequel to 8. I think you meant to say it's a sequel to 7.
Yes, it's a sequel to 7.
We're getting RE9 already? No. I heard it here on RNG and Tea.
Right.
Omega Welltall's already bringing out the meme we're all thinking.
Yes.
Step on. Giant Vampire Lady, please step on me.
Yes, please step on
God.
me. I think that was everyone's reactions. Like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna do with these giant vampire lady and sexy?
What are we gonna do without them,
ladies?
There was something that I was going to add to this. The lady who did the motion capture for the main antagonist in the game actually died Sunday.
Yes. Oh, no. I know. She didn't get to see this game come out. So
yeah, sadly lost her battle to colon cancer really early on. I think she was 36 or 39. I can't remember. Yeah.
Jeez, that sucks. So everyone buy this game because obviously it looks so awesome. Like I said, it's following the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, following Ethan Winters. The PS5 demo is out. I haven't played it yet. I've downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. Obviously, I'm busy. But yeah, get that game. And then Pokemon Snap finally has a release date of April 30th. Just before Resident Evil. Gosh darn it. I'm going to be taking pictures of Pokemon before fighting tall, sexy women. So I'm excited for that. There are other news here. It looks like 1998's Xenogears contains samples from Marlon Brandon's son's manslaughter trial. What the
we're gonna
heck
need
is
some.
this?
Did someone Lloyd?
I didn't add this. This is probably Pelly.
Helly!
Stop adding shit! We're gonna look dumb. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, I have the link up. Xenogears, a PlayStation 1 role-playing game. I know, because my brother actually plays this game. It's got stuff and illusions. Oh, okay. So like every giant robot anime, it does allusions to weird like philosophy, Carl Jung and Freud and stuff like that. Yeah. Features a boss fight soundtrack that includes a sample from Marlon Brando's son's 1990 manslaughter trial. Okay.
How?
I'd have to listen.
How do you make beats from a fucking murder trial?
I'm gonna listen to it.
Is that what it is?
And give me a sec.
Is that what it is? You
I can't hear it.
You make beats to a trial. So like, has someone made an O.J. Simpson trial beat thing?
My gosh, please.
If the glove doesn't fit, he must have quit.
Why can't I hear it?
Oh, that'd be so hilarious. But we're
I
gonna
know
put
why.
the link in the Twitch chat.
Yeah,
Twitch
I
chat.
also
See?
know why I can't hear it. It's because my speakers are using the wrong
Holy
the
crap,
wrong
that's
thing.
that's a long link. Whoops, my bad. But that's what it says.
Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. I'm listening now. Oh, that's weird. So like it's in the music, it's got a background of like people kind of talking. It's like very much background noise, but I guess apparently people figured out that it's from the trial.
Why would you make it from a trial? I don't get it. Like, why would? Where is Xenogears from? Is it a Japanese? It's from
Yeah. It's
Square,
Square
right?
Enix. Yeah. It's one of their offshoot, whatchamacallit, it's one of their offshoot like sci-fi RPG games. My brother has played them on the Switch, so they've been around for a minute. But yeah, that's really strange. Okay.
That is very,
Cool.
very strange. Omega says Yasunori Mitsuda is the composer and is a genius.
Oh yeah, I know Yasunori. She the one who did. Hold on. She the one that did my favorite soundtrack of all time.
Which soundtrack?
Chrono Cross and Trigger. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
really?
Yes. Chrono Cross. Yep, and Trigger. Some of my favorites. I know Chrono Cross better, but it's my favorite video game soundtrack.
Nice. Omega also says, fun fact, Xenogears was supposed to be Final Fantasy VII, but was deemed too dark of a storyline. So that's kind of interesting. I've never played Xenogears. So, we'll see. I'm going to look into that, Charles, later. And Lloyd, you're gonna have to like block out these silences in between, and like this.
Yes, you know what you do. You're good at what you do.
Someone actually said I'm good at it.
Too
bad.
No one ever says that.
You are good at your stuff.
You are good. You is important.
You very important.
Anyway, Microsoft also has a patent that said it could turn dead people into AI chatbots. So that's weird. We gonna talk about that?
Yes.
Is that cool?
So this is a weird one because Tally was talking to me about this. So Microsoft.
Microfox.
What?
I mean, they're almost the same company, Fox News and Microsoft. No.
So Microsoft patent details tech that could turn dead people into AI chatbots. So basically, they take someone's a dead person's social media. They put it all together in this AI to where the AI can like get how the person says things or texts things and whatnot, and they're gonna take that and make it into an AI. So you're talking to a chat bot, which is basically based on that dead person's social media. So if we died in like 30 years ago, your brother, sister, or daughter or whatever can talk to you through this AI chatbot.
I have some mixed feelings about this.
I wonder how many times I'm going to finish a sentence with fuck. Because I say fuck a lot on Twitter.
I know.
I don't know how to feel about this. My only real like real talk like thing that makes me feel a little icky, and this has been an issue for some time. And has come up in Star Wars a couple times, but the idea of using someone's likeness in a film, like for instance, those of you who know, Rogue One took two people and used their likeness into their films. I can't think of the names of the actors, but anyway, because they passed away, but those characters were still in the movie, and so instead of hiring like an actor kind of be a lookalike, they used like CGI lookalike and stuff like that. And and it works, but like that's always made me feel a little weird, this idea of like using people who have died, their likeness into things. I don't know how I feel about it. So there's a lot of like and so that's what this makes me think of. It's fascinating, creepy, interesting, but that's my immediate complicated reaction.
Lloyd, you said fuck. So
I'd be doing like talking about Trump Republicans if I died tomorrow. Like, how would I wouldn't have any kids unless someone like froze my sperm after I cut my wrist or something like that. So
jeez,
I don't know.
Stop.
I know it's super dark, but I don't know how I'm gonna have children at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That was a little dark, yes. So if Lloyd died somehow before us, we can talk to him through a chat bot that has based on his social media chat.
he could still update his Twitter and then get banned again and then come back again and keep going on Twitter. It's like he could never have died.
Yeah, that was a little bit dark, Lloyd. You are not gonna die before us. You are gonna have some kids somehow.
If
you want.
kids,
If you don't want
If
kids, you
you
can
want
adopt.
kids.
I don't want to adopt either. Like, I'm not gonna be a good dad. Like a pot smoking asshole. It's like, go to your room.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Did anyone see that viral tweet where a dad had like his kid with him while he's Twitch streaming, and like he was getting annoyed by his kid, and then he put his kid was like probably like 2 years old maybe, put his kid on the couch next to him and said, fucking shut your mouth up or something like that, right on the Twitch stream.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
look.
that was a horrible. Sorry, that I just Lloyd will never be like that. I know for sure.
You better
Please do not be like that, Dad.
Don't be
Oh,
like that, Dad.
like if
Don't-
I ever
also-
did have to be a dad, I would actually
Also,
be a good
good
father.
Lord, don't be the dad also that let his child starve for 5 hours to figure out how to open a can of beans. That was weird too. What the hell?
You need to send me that link because
Oh, that was like all over Twitter for like a day.
I didn't
Also,
see that.
everyone was like crapping on him too because he ended up being an anti-Semitic person. So he had all the charm. Anyway, I'll see if I can find it again. It was gross.
sounds bad. Pele just brought in the PS of Xenogears
It's
to me.
still sealed.
And it's
What the
still
fuck?
sealed, yeah.
What?
I don't know. He's a collector, so
Oh, okay. I mean, I know.
Open it and devalue it.
I know,
Now
right
I
here
get
on
pissed,
stream.
man.
Just kidding.
Oh my
That's worth
God.
$2,000 and you just made it fucking $5,000. What
Probably
the fuck?
not, because this is the greatest hits one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are never worth much.
Yeah.
Sorry if you heard screaming. I just heard someone go, wow, which means something really scandalous just happened in the shitty anime that they're watching.
So I don't think our podcast people know
Oh, yeah.
what Callie and your brother does
Yeah,
with Hobby Fat
so-
Sex to you.
So whenever I'm recording for our podcast, it has become tradition that my wife and my brother, who were friends before I even met my wife, so this isn't that weird, just watch really, really bad anime together. That's just their thing. And they tell me all about it when I come out, and I go, oh, that sounds really awful. And I'm guessing that is why you might have heard the wow just now. So,
Do
yeah.
you know what shitty anime they're watching right now?
No idea. I don't even know if I could tell you the names of the ones they've watched before. There's a lot of ecchi that I'm uncomfortable with.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Weebs make really bad shit.
It's not good. Get weird. Anyway.
Anyway, back to the news. Again, we have so much to go over.
I know.
So there was a leak claiming that Grand Theft Auto 6 may have a female protagonist, the main female protagonist. And the Twitterverse went dumb.
Dumb. Yeah, dumb and nuts. As you can imagine, and we actually, I think I posted it on the channel, our boiling point some time ago, but yeah, just these are like real people's comments. I'll just wait for the online mode then. Screw the story. Almost all the player base is male. We don't want to play as a woman. Who are you? A mission having us do house chores? No thanks. I know equality and all, but a game about robbing banks and all, playing as a female? No thanks. Anyway, so I don't get people.
Women can't be criminals too? Fuck.
Yeah.
That was like that. There was more like the worst part about this is, so some people were like reposting this and going, wow, look at these dumb comments. And then I would read the comments from supposedly like sensible men. They'd be like, listen, I'm not sexist. I don't say what they're saying, but I'm just saying that it's just unrealistic to play as a woman who, shoots people up and robs banks. And I'm just like, are you what?
I think I saw one about like, well, what are they going to do with the prostitutes? Is she going to like what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? Like, women can have sex with women. There
Yeah.
are male prostitutes.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on in your head?
Yeah.
Like,
or heck, maybe they change how that works since that was always a little bit weird anyway. I don't know. But yeah, they could include more. And yeah, what the heck, people? It's just, and the worst part about it too is like, this is just a leak. We have nothing confirmed. Like, this really could just be a whole load of nothing. Or as I kind of made a joke of, it may not even be the main character because they had 3 characters last time, right? And it could just be one of the 3. It might not be anyone super important. It's like, people need to, I don't know. I'm not saying this is everybody, obviously. Most people I know are pretty sensible about this, but yikes, the amount of tweets. And like I said, the amount of tweets from supposed like people who are, listen, I'm not sexist. I believe in equality in games. I'm just saying it doesn't make a lot of sense. I go, what? You don't make a lot of sense anyway.
I would think
we even
males.
gonna
I would think males would be happy playing as a woman because, like, hey, I get to see my own boobs, or
right?
You would
those
think.
gentle physics, watch my butt, you know, like, I don't know, man.
That's why I was happy to play as a female in Cyberpunk.
See?
Not gonna lie.
I told you.
And I got to have the best romantic relationship with the best character in that game, Judy. So like, I had so much fun with that.
Exactly. I don't know. These are just, and the worst part is these are the same guys that try to be like, listen, if you want equality, just make a game with a woman in it, and then get really mad when they're playing a game with a woman in it. It's just...
Don't play. Jeez.
No.
Now, have we even gotten a confirm from Rockstar that they are developing GTA 6? So then, like, this leak doesn't really mean a goddamn thing.
It means
Quote,
nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. It means nothing. I mean, when I first heard, I was like, well, that, because like the picture that came with it was just a cutout picture from one of the other GTA games. Like, it wasn't any real screenshot. I just, when I first saw it, I was like, well, that would be cool if that actually happens. And now I'm looking at everyone's, not everyone, but like all these guys' reaction and going, oh, that's good. Y'all are nuts.
They are due for a GTA 6 soon, but
yeah,
I don't
for
think
sure.
they're gonna do it anytime soon because you can't really parody like reality right now until like a couple years later, to be honest.
They just said it in LA during quarantine.
yeah. The only thing about this leak, I think maybe someone was trolling and like put it out there just so they can see people's reaction. And
yeah, I could see that too. I forget. It was just one random news source. I forget who the news source was, but it was just one like news source that really put it out there. But it wasn't. I don't know. Again, it'd be cool. I think they should. I think it's been about time, but I'm also not holding my breath anytime soon.
Pelly says, next thing you know, Lindsay Lohan will be trying to sue them for using her likeness in the game.
That was the screenshot they used to, and the news site was that picture. So
watch it. It's gonna
She doesn't
be her.
even look like her.
I know.
All right. So someone tell me about stocks, because this whole GameStop stocks thing.
Do you know how to explain it?
I tune out to stocks because my dad used to talk about stocks all the time when I was a kid, and I would just tune out because I thought this was just dumb. So someone explain to me about this GameStop stock thing that's going on right now.
Do you want to explain it, Lloyd, or do you want me to read what we have here? Because I kind of understand it, but if you know it better, I can leave it to
Well,
you.
if you want to read it out,
Okay.
You're a better reader than me.
All right, guys. I kind of understand it a little bit because I had to do some research on it too. So if you haven't watched The Wolf of Wall Street, a short way to borrow stocks at a higher price and sell them immediately is through shorts. So basically what shorts are basically a bet that a company's gonna fail is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
So you buy basically these hedge funds were like, we think GameStop is gonna fail. So they essentially like borrowed stocks, which is a whole process I'm not going to get into. And through this process, I think this has it here. Okay, I'm going to try to read this out. So you want to wait for the stock to devalue to buy it back and pocket the difference. So here's, for example, you borrow one stock at $10 and sell immediately for $10. You wait for it to devalue back to $5 and then buy it back. You owe the lender the stock back regardless of the value and end up pocketing the difference with $5. So I'll try to re-explain it. There's the lender. there's the hedge fund, and then there's who they sold the stock to. So this lender is like, I'm going to let you borrow the stock, but you have to give it back to me and pay it back to me. Okay. So the hedge fund's like, great. All right. I'm going to buy this stock for $10. I sell it immediately for $10 to somebody. All right. I'm going to wait a little bit. Waiting. Oop, that stock just fell down to $5. Awesome. Going to buy it back. That lender said I have to give it back to them by this certain due date. So I give it back to them. But now I just made $5.
Okay. Got that.
So
that's shorting.
That's shorting. Here's the important part about shorting. Normally with stocks, when you put in like, $10 for a stock, and even if it tanks, you just lose your $10. You don't owe like money to the stocks if it goes down further, basically, if that makes sense. But because shorting is such a risk to these people with the hedge funds and stuff like that. So let's say they borrowed that stock at $10, they sold it for $10, but then the value goes up by 20. They have to buy it back at 20 and give it back to the lender, and now they're out $10. Here's the thing, there's no limit. They can just keep losing money. There is no bottoming out. So what happened with GameStop is called a short squeeze. A Redditor had noticed that a hedge fund had taken a huge amount of short trades against GameStop. This happens all the time. It becomes kind of this issue that happens in Wall Street all the time that has just never really been reported on because it's billionaires making billionaires. And so basically they were like, oh, they probably expect GameStop to tank. And at this point, when someone is putting like a short against, a company, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's going to tank. Okay. So the Redditor convinced a whole bunch of people to just buy as many GameStop stocks as possible. So that raised the price of the stocks. So the hedge fund in the example had borrowed a bunch of stocks at $10. The Redditor saw it and started buying stocks to raise the price to $15. What ended up happening is the hedge fund buys back the stocks at a higher price, has to return the stocks they borrowed regardless of the cost back to lenders. They just lost a lot of money. However, we're not talking about $10 or $15. In reality, the hedge fund lost $13.1 billion in their scheme, and they are currently filing for bankruptcy. They pissed off Wall Street, and they are saying that the public joined in the mass to perform a short squeeze, which should be illegal. We are now seeing stocks like AMC, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, Etsy, all being short squeezed because they were companies that were looked at being short, and now a bunch of people are, trying to save them. Along with that, many individual apps like Webull, Robinhood, and TD Ameritrade are restricting customers from buying these shares, which should be illegal because it should be market manipulation. And actually, there has been confirmed by The Hill that there is a class action lawsuit by Robinhood as of like about an hour ago. So
what are they going to sue? Just the buyers?
So basically, so there are apps that help you with trading stocks. Right. Robinhood is a big one. And basically when this happened, this started to get out of control, they made it, and actually we can confirm because Kayla and I decided to try to do some stocks this morning and we couldn't do it. And they are basically restricting stocks to some of these other places that basically Redditors are threatening to do the same thing like they did to GameStop. So they basically make it that you can't trade stocks into GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, et cetera, et cetera. And, there's no real good reason for them to do that other than because these hedge funds got really mad about it, basically. So there's now a class action lawsuit saying that they are illegally preventing the common people from being able to buy stocks from whatever they want. So.
And it's under the guise of, we're trying to protect the volatility so people don't lose money. But in reality, it's the hedge funds that are shorting the stocks that are losing the money. Yeah. It's not us individuals. Because basically what we're doing is actually buying the stock. We're not borrowing the stock.
Exactly. So we're not... like the most irresponsible thing that we're doing is that we might just lose money because the stock could go down again. But you're trying to save us from that for sure. So it's amazing. They are showing how, the stock market is just a whole casino game for rich people, and they're not happy that we played into their games.
Well, because people bought GameStop stocks at $20, and this morning before the stocks opened, they were at $347.
Yeah.
So if you bought 1,000 stocks at $20. You spent $2,000 and you sold them at the start of this morning. You made $34,000.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting because the main thing people are just kind of worried about right now is that these hedge funds are demanding bailouts from the government. And so there's concerns that, our government, as it likes to do, will bend to the will of these corporations and just give them their money. We'll see. I haven't heard any evidence of this happening yet. I don't know. It'll just we'll have to see. It's going to be really interesting this early on to see which of our Democratic senators we can and can't trust. So we'll see. I haven't heard anything in the government yet, but
I'm sure we will in like the next few days, especially.
We should, yeah. I was pretty surprised we hadn't heard anything yet, but no, not yet. We're gonna see. We'll see we'll probably hear something next week, I'm sure. But I mean, no executive order's been on us. Let's just put it that way.
Well, we have seen like Elizabeth Warren and AOC talk about it a little bit about like Robin Hood and shit like that, but they haven't really talked about bailouts for the individual hedge funds that are getting butt fucked right now. Like that's the best way I can really say it right now, because like, and I don't feel bad for these people. Like shorting stocks should be illegal at this point in my eyes, because it's a scummy way of making money. And you don't pay a lot of taxes on that if you wait for the security to mature to 1 year. Because if you wait until the security matures, you only pay 15% tax on it. Yeah. If you sell it within a year, you pay upward, like depends on how much you make, but like if you make over $400,000, you pay 37% tax, which is the same tax bracket as someone who is earning that income through labor, which is insane to me.
Yeah, it's something. Charles put up one of those old-fashioned 4chan memes about it. That's pretty funny. So we'll see. When I heard about, because I didn't understand, of course, at first, and thankfully I was able to look through some things that explain it pretty simply, and I'm excited to see if this goes anywhere better. But I mean, gosh, rich people are rich for a reason. At least those kind of rich people. Best way to get back at the 1%ers at their money. Anyway,
I thought Wolfie said something funny and said, "Uh-oh, we lost Christine," because I literally was just staring at my cash and trying to figure it out as you were explaining it, Sarah. I'm like, okay,
I'm gonna go buy stocks right now.
We tried to do stocks this morning, but we couldn't get through any apps. So they're all like, all the apps are either like just off or they're crashing. So yeah, it
wouldn't surprise me if someone started DDoSing their servers and shit after like pulling the stunts of pulling those stocks off of being able to trade them.
The Discord channel for the Reddit, the subreddit that did this, did get closed. They said due to hate speech and bots or something. I don't know. The Reddit page closed temporarily, but now is back on because they did have an issue with bots. They were trying to get back into trying to remoderate some things and stuff like that. But it is back. But yeah,
the fact that Redditors did this is kind of crazy.
It's so funny.
The other shitty thing about that, though, is there was a lot of anti-Semitism on those Reddit posts.
What? Yeah.
Because everybody thinks Jews are fucking the ones that are running Wall Street, which fundamentally, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I mean, we're talking like forever old weird anti-Semitism that's just been around for ages and for some reason still cannot logically just stop being around.
That is so weird.
Oh, it's so stupid, but it's still there.
This is why I tune out to stocks. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I remember we had to actually like kind of pretend to play the stock market in 5th grade. I'm not joking. It was kind of a class project, and I mean, we did it. Like we didn't put real money in it, but like we we had to pick a stock, and then like we basically had like fake money, and it was just just practice. We'd have just practice doing it, and I just remember like trying to understand it as a kid, and I was just like, wait, so like you try to predict if a company does well or doesn't, but at the same time they rely on this money to do their business? Like for me, what was just so strange, I was like, okay, so if they make more money means they're doing really well, which means you want to sell. But if too many people sell, doesn't that make them not do well anymore because they don't have the money? It's a very simplistic way to look at it, but it's still just
the real way to do it is like hold on to it and get dividends from your stocks, but like you have to buy a huge amount of stocks to get dividends, and it's
401ks, baby. Also,
yep.
Also, huge misconception. You're going to see this on Twitter. There's a lot of, for whatever reason, people trying to say like, no, this is horrible because it's going to ruin the common people and middle class people in their 401ks. Hedge funds have nothing to do with 401ks. And your 401k, I promise you, is not doing anything as risky as doing shorts. If it is, you stop that right now. You don't want that.
Yeah, most 401ks are trading on the NASDAQ or
Yeah.
What's the other one called? S&P.
Yeah, there's another one too. Or no, did that one leave? But yeah, exactly. It's doing things that are like supposed to grow over time. It's more stable and stuff like that. So
Well, and they're huge conglomerates of
Yes.
different stocks just piled into one, basically.
Yep. So, you know, I'm sorry, Hart. So I didn't see what you were writing. I wasn't trying to say anything against what you were just saying. But I was just saying in general, that was something I was seeing a lot on Twitter. So yeah, just don't know. That's not happening, I swear. So anyway, yay stocks. I barely understand them.
Yeah, I don't still. I mean, I
Watch
get it.
The
what's
Wolf
happening.
of Wall Street and you'll understand a lot more. Like, it's a good movie.
Okay, is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's
I
with
don't know.
it might be. It's with Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Yes. And like it goes through the entire process of how they basically shorted the real estate stock market because we were selling subprime loans to people who couldn't pay back those loans. So
Yep.
they were, the quote from the movie is they were selling securities that were dog shit wrapped in cat shit.
Okay, I'll watch it because
Also, he's a piece of shit in that. I never saw the movie. I just know he's a piece of shit in that.
from what I hear.
He's so handsome. Anyway,
He is. That's probably the only reason why I'll watch it.
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so that's the big news of what's been going on lately. There's also something about Ninja.
Yes.
This interesting interview with New York Times where he says, you know, it's not my job to sit down and make a video with all of my audience and do a lesson on civil rights and how not to be racist. He's basically saying it's the parents' job to do that. So, question, as content creators, do we have the responsibility to teach certain topics that parents should be responsible for? Or what are levels of responsibility? Like, where do we draw the line?
So here's my immediate reaction when I see something like this. And let me be the first to say that I don't know Ninja that well. I don't know if this is something he was already doing or something like that. But like when I read that, I immediately have to cringe a little bit. And here's why. This reads to me as somebody who basically like refuses to condemn racism on a stream. And here's what I mean about that. I mean that like if someone is doing something that, you know, or when we had all that stuff happening and stuff like that with white supremacy, like that he didn't like, I'm not saying we do need to do a lesson. Like he's right about that. Like we don't necessarily, unless you're a channel that's teaching about, you know, civil rights movements and, you know, what equity, equality, all that stuff. I'm not saying like it's our job to teach that, but I do feel you have a responsibility to, I mean, at least like stand up for what's right, I guess is the only way I can say that. And also I think someone had a tweet, I can't find it anymore, that was really, really, I think showed what I felt, which is you also have a responsibility for your community where, for instance, if one of you guys has like, you know, if one of you guys was being racist on here, it would be our responsibility to get you off because no, we're not dealing with that. that kind of thing. It's our responsibility to create a community that is free from that, because of our values and because of what we stand for. Yeah, I guess technically we're not here to do lessons, but this isn't about lessons. This is about, standing up for what's right. So like he might be technically right on that, but it still feels like an asshole thing to say. To me, it just seems like a cover up for being like, well, I'm not going to get into politics. I'm like, well, too late for that, buddy. So
he has
know.
millions and millions of subscribers, so he has to. I mean, that's the whole word, influencer.
Influencer,
right?
Exactly.
You have that influence over kids, over people who watch you. Like, yes, you're gonna have kids watching you, so you do have to kind of watch what you say, because they're just gonna copy because you're influencing them. So yes, I do think there's some type of responsibility, but he is sort of right that
he's right in that technical sense,
yes.
but definitely not in the spirit.
Like, if I was a parent and I know this influencer or streamer or whatever cusses or whatnot, and there's a maturity rating, I would say, I'm going to block you from that. You can't watch that until you're like a certain age. I mean, I get that. So
yeah.
Technically there is some kind of level to that, to what Ninja is saying, but there's still a lot of kids that go over that parental block or whatnot, so he does kind of have to watch what he's saying as well, and promote, like, the better decency, positivity, etc.
Yeah. And I think it's also like in our day, 10 years ago, there was a reason to be able to say like, oh, I'm keeping politics out of my channel. But there's no luxury for that anymore. There just isn't. Like, people may want to say that we can't be political, but I'm sorry, like, that's just impossible. You can't talk about your morals these days without it becoming political, which is stupid, but that's just the reality. Like, it's, and I think, I think Trash Panda kind of gets it, where it's like, silence is also saying something here, by not saying something. And, it, even if you're not, like I said, I'm not asking you to sit down, on when it's February 1st for Black History Month, but, goodness, if someone's talking about racism, shut it down. Say that's not right. This stuff is important, especially since a lot of his audience is affected by what's happening. And maybe I'm just very sensitive to this because I work with kids from Detroit, and I am very sensitive to what everything that's been happening is affecting them. So yeah, your audience, you have audience members, you have children that are affected by, I'm using racism because that's like the biggest thing right now. But if with anything, so yeah, show that you're on their side, show that you stand up for that. So, yeah, technically, yeah, you're not parenting your child, you're not parenting children here, but yeah, you're still influencing kids. Act like it.
Well, and that's the whole crux of like what happened with PogChamp earlier this month, where like Twitch had a responsibility to take that idiot off their platform.
Yes.
And people were like, well, I don't go to Twitch for politics. I go to Twitch to get away from politics. And it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What you you can't excuse racism or supporting an insurrection with escapism. Like, and that's exactly what Ninja's trying to prove here is like his channel is for escapism. He's not explicitly saying it, but that's the kind of excuse he's fucking using.
Yes, he is.
And I'm sorry. Like, if you have a large audience, you cannot do that. Like, you have to take a stand.
Yeah,
Either
you can't
way.
escape from it. There is not, I mean, we don't have the luxury to escape from this kind of stuff anymore. And I'm going to use the word privilege. It's kind of privileged of Ninja to say he doesn't have to be affected by it when so many other people do. So no. Ugh.
So I think he was saying, like, if someone says something odd in this chat, so like saying the N-word or etc., being racist, he says he's not going to stop his stream just to like point him out and say you can't say this shit on my channel.
No, that's disgusting. Because
that's enabling it.
That's enabling it. It's not, you're not like making it, oh, I just hope it goes away. Now what you've done is shown other people that can be racist that it's safe to be that way on your channel. So now you've become a safe haven for racism. I mean, I know people want to try to take like the, I'm just going to try to be the centrist on this. And hey, you know what? Once upon a time, that was me. That's what I thought I was going to be. I was like, oh, there's both sides to these things. And then I learned that for certain situations, there just isn't. We don't have this, that this stuff there. It's good and evil. Like, yes, we can talk about the nuances. I'm not saying there's no nuance to it, but there's just so much that's so simplistic. Someone saying the N-word, we know that's wrong. No, you're not going to say that here. This is not a place for you to say that here. Go away. No. And that's not okay. So no, that like basically he's just saying that his community is okay with that. If he doesn't put a stop to it, then you're saying you're okay with it because that's how they're going to take it. That's how everyone's going to take it. Well, I didn't mean it that way. I just didn't want to make a big deal about it. Great, but that's not how they took it. You had the people who were basically victimized by that, learning, oh, he's okay with it. And the people who said it going, ooh, he's okay with it. Let's keep going. There is no middle ground here,
Right.
So,
Well, that's the same mentality of like everybody who's defending Trump on the insurrections. Like, well, he didn't implicitly say to go storm the Capitol, but it's like, well, he was literally telling these people that the election was stolen for 2 fucking months, riling them up. What the fuck were you expecting? Like, you were literally drumming this shit up. So Ninja being quiet on it is drumming that shit up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to say something. Like, you can't this isn't one of those things where you can just stay quiet and just hope it goes away. It's not gonna go away. It's here. So I actually didn't realize that about with Cookie, that he actually said, like, if someone said on stream he wasn't gonna stop them. That's even more disgusting. Like, wow. Now I know what kind of community he's okay with. That's what it says to me.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. That's exactly what he says. And he says, is it my job to have this conversation? And I said, no, because the first thing that's going on in my head is this kid is doing it on purpose to troll me. If someone says a racial slur on someone else's stream, it can potentially get the streamer banned. It's awful, but that's the first thing I think of. That it's just a troll.
Then you have to... His logic doesn't make sense here, because he's basically saying, oh, I could get in trouble if they do it, so I'm going to ignore it. No, that's... If you're going to get in trouble for it, you should say it's not okay. You know what I mean? You got to be like, whoa, Twitch, someone said this, but I'm not okay with it, so I banned them so they would stop saying it. Like, you can't... Wow, his logic is really just flawed.
The whole
Well, you're talking about the idiot who fucking sat there, I won't play with women because of
my
wife.
Oh, yeah,
so
that was...
This interview also mentions about that with female streamers. And hello, thank you, Darkflex, for the resub for 11 months.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. But yes, in this interview, it also talked about the female gamers. Like, hey, why haven't you played with female gamers? What's going on with that? And he says that he doesn't want to play one-on-one, so that's why he's been playing with female gamers as a group. Because he goes, they asked him, do you believe in a possibility of a platonic friendship? He goes, of course, a guy and a girl can be friends without getting intimate, but it's like temptation, man. Actually, I don't like the word because I have control myself and 100% of respect for my relationship, but I don't know how to word it. And yada yada. So
you know what he should have said, that maybe I wouldn't have agreed with him, but at least I would have been like, I get it. I don't know why he said it that way. What I thought he was gonna say was like, I don't, people like to talk and cause rumors, and I don't want to cause that if I am at a, one-on-one stream with another woman, which is true because people are weird. But that's not what he said. So he's a weirdo. All right. See, we got a young Mike Pence over here.
But he did mention that. That's probably why he doesn't play a one-on-one, because, people might take into clickbait and change that context and etc. So that's why he only plays with groups with female players, and as long as it's in a group.
Whatever. That to me is like, it's stupid, but like, You choose who you. I mean, he almost shouldn't have said anything because it almost would have been better if he had just been like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna do that with that person. Oh, we're in a group, let's do it." Just like not told anybody why. Just been quiet about it.
It's so weird. Yeah, just watch it or read his interview. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, Christine, I can't do a one-on-one with you. My wife would be very upset.
You're just too attractive. You tempt
I'm just
very so much.
Yeah, my temptation. I just, I mean, listen, I trust myself and I trust my wife, but like, anything.
One stream, we just might be infidel. Like Mike might have to
It's so weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's young, or I don't know. Maybe
he's older than me.
Yeah, he should know better. He's just a perpetual child.
Oh, he's 29.
Oh, yeah, he's my age. Ew. Or almost my age. I will be his age. Ew, okay.
I want to speculate so bad, but you can't really do that to people. But, there's something that's going to come out in a couple of years on Ninja, and we're going to,
I know.
I'm pretty sure.
You can't get this famous without some skeletons in the closet, I feel like. Especially, streamers and YouTubers these days. Just so much crap comes out, and you're like, jeez.
At least he's not a Minecraft, YouTuber. He diddles kids. We don't know that yet. Allegedly.
Yeah, I was going to say, be careful. That might be on the things that age poorly.
Yeah. It might. I don't know. Just kidding. We never know.
That was a joke, Twitch. Don't come after me.
We're kidding.
We're not saying your words anymore. I know we mentioned it at last podcast, but we didn't get any ban on our page yet so far. At least
knock on wood. Yeah. Pelly is right. There is an older some older generation. My mother was not one of those people. My mother had always had a lot of guy friends, and so did I growing up, and it was not seen as weird. So it's not certain people.
Yeah, it's certain people. It's not an older generation, because I know there are some younger people who
that also feel it too.
Yeah, don't believe guys can be friends with women. So that's just kind of weird.
I'm changing the subject because I can show you all a puppy.
Oh, we're gonna get a puppy.
We're gonna get a puppy. I can hold her. Hi, puppy. Hi, Luna. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Luna.
Oh, hi, sweetie. I love you too. I love you too. Hi.
A weird ass looking cat. No.
She's not a cat. She's very pupper.
Does Luna bark a lot or no?
No, she doesn't bark that much at all. She really only barks when there's a certain way of playing with her that will get her to bark, but otherwise it's almost a problem. She doesn't really make enough noise.
Oh.
When she wants when she's outside and wants to come in, she doesn't really make a lot of noise. She will get very noisy. She gets more whiny. She goes she gets more whiny than barks. Yeah, she's pretty quiet though. Yeah, this is a pupper. This is my puppy. She is, how many weeks is she now?
16.
16 weeks. So she was so tiny when we got her, and now she's yes, so 4 months.
Thank
She's
you.
4 months old. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know you're looking at mommy. I'm looking. It's you. It's you. Oh yes, it's me.
Charles is asking, will she grow much, or is that the typical size of the baby?
She will be bigger. She'll be about. I'm trying to think how big she'll get.
15 pounds.
About 15 pounds. So she will get bigger. They're kind of like Shiba sizes almost, a little smaller than that. Yes, sweetie. I know you're like, what's this? What's this? Uh-huh. Oh, you're being
now
such
you need to get her a Great Dane brother.
Yeah, Callie wants another puppy, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know about that. Lloyd was saying she needs a Great Dane brother.
No, she needs another sister her size.
But big dogs and small dogs get along really well.
Yeah, big dogs and small dogs get along.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
I mean, this breed of dog doesn't think it's a small dog. So.
Yeah, this breed of dog thing. We have a dog that's like a lab size that's kitty corner to us, who started barking at her, and she will bark back at him. She's just like wow wow. So she thinks she's big. She's a big girl. I know. For those who are wondering, Cairn Terriers. Oh, you got Big yawns, honey. Big yawns. Cairn Terriers are the same breed as Toto, in case you're wondering why she looks familiar. So these are Totos. But yes. But yep, small pupper becomes slightly less small pupper. Just gonna be a good size for us. Mm-hmm.
Pelly says, who cares about the puppy? We want to see Callie.
Oh, they want to see your face.
So, with that being Toto, does it have magical powers to take you to Oz if you run into a tornado with her?
I have no idea.
So we need to do science.
So they want to know if I run into a tornado, will I go to Oz with her?
I believe that Cairn Terrier's name was Terry.
Oh, really?
Terry the Terrier.
Terry the Terrier. Oh my goodness. Pelly thought I was saying Cairn Terriers. No, Cairn.
Yeah, Cairn.
Yeah. Like the
Cairn
Cairns of
Terrier.
Scotland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you have to give her a Karen haircut.
I know, right?
No, she's
And
not
get
getting...
one of those dog purses and go into like Walmart.
Oh gosh, we are not getting a dog purse for her. I will be very sad. But yes, she is very cute.
Or a dog stroller.
A dog stroller. Yeah. You being a good
No
girl?
dog stroller?
No, well, she will walk eventually, I think. Yes? Yeah, you're like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
She wants your tissue.
Oh, my tissue? No, you can't have my tissue. That's my tissue.
They're
Blow my
yummy.
nose on it. They're not yummy. I blow my nose on them. Yeah.
Dogs think they're yummy.
Dogs do think they're yummy. We have a dog that's with my parent right now who thinks the minute like you would blow your nose in a tissue, she would try to get it from you because she thought it was the yummiest thing ever. And we're like, that is weird. Why?
Dogs are weird. They just want
Dogs
to
are
be
weird.
as close to you as possible.
Yeah. Sometimes until they just want to play with you and then they're like, follow me. Anyway, she's also super speedy. She's very fast, which is terrifying because now she's starting to enjoy chase games, which I don't want to play with her. But you know, yes. She also had to have a bath the other day and she was not a fan of that.
Oh, yeah. She needs to get used to that. I need to give my cat a bath.
Yep.
Don't shave them again though.
Not until the
It's
spring.
cold
summer.
outside.
Yeah.
She's darker right now, but she's gonna be more like her light color. She's gonna be pretty light. She's gonna be more of a light Cairn Terrier.
Yeah, she'll be. Show your ears, everybody. She's gonna be this color behind her ears,
Yeah.
That'll be-
Oh.
or on her paws is probably a better look.
Yeah.
Can I see your paw? Okay, yes, I know my fingers taste like popcorn.
You had popcorn.
I did have popcorn
Why'd you popcorn without me?
because you were in here.
You want popcorn?
Okay, you have popcorn too.
Actually, I'm super thirsty. I need a drink.
yeah, you are.
Get
Get you a big gulp.
Excuse you.
You want to drink?
Just water.
This is all staying in the podcast, by the way.
I
Shut
was
up.
gonna say.
I just realized it was the podcast, not the after talk. I'm so sorry. Anyway, what were we talking
Ninja, but we're done with him.
about? We're done with Ninja. We have puppy.
Fuck Ninja.
Yeah. Keeping puppy instead.
Figuratively, not literally.
Yes, please. Not that face, please.
Or else we'll get more scandals.
Meow.
Oh,
I didn't like the way your face went on that
I
one.
know.
I didn't like that.
This
Did not like
VTuber
that at
thing
all.
is just weird.
I
But
know. I love it.
yes. So anyway, stay tuned for our social media for we are on RNG and Tea. What the heck did I write there? Again,
know.
stay tuned on our social media. We are RNG and Tea on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. You can follow us on our social media. I'm at Cookie Persona KOOKY. And Sarah, you're at.
I am Sarahscopic, SARAHSCOPIC on Twitter.
Yes. And Lloyd.
LLOID_RNG on Twitter.
Yes.
And I'm not banned.
Yes.
Because Trump's not president anymore. I'm probably not going to ban anymore.
Now he got banned.
Oh jeez, that's right.
Fuck him.
Anyway, again, thank you for staying with us until the last drop. We'll see you next time.
This episode was produced by Christine Solis, Sarah Skopic, and Aaron Pillen. Please support RNG and Tea by sharing this podcast with your family, friends, and fellow gamers and leaving us a review. Intro music in this episode is by Home and outro music by Stoopy Doken. Check out both these artists and their music at soundcloud.com. RNG and Tea and its hosts are solely responsible for its content.